شلام علیکم گشقان مغب انا ایوان کارمن موراد قبولم شنقتو خون گده سامت خورزد پرسخزود شوتا پوتد آترای ترلاک اقبضایتون اشوتا پوتا گبارتا همشه ویوله هدام آووده کشیره بی کد مشتلانو تتقبلنا کد سیتد ویتلا جربنا همشه مکملیلا و خشولا شابیره مقربی علی قارد کله اشوتا پوتا ویوله رابیه بشن قد مقرينا لشانة ديما لشانة أطرايا إلى خال لشانة ادمجت قديشة قد جداشو تابوتا رابا كنا ترخله جدانشن الداور كم سنتين قا أسراشن الزودة رابي يوليوس بطرس فيل رابي ملبانت لشانة ديما جداشو تابوتا البد جكماشن يقدم أطرد فيله قدم ديتد ويله قدم شوتا بوتا وأمرا همشه مشخل پرسد و اسكولاي قد آوه خرابي قد معلب قد كتخد بايه يالب لشانة ديما خشولا رابو شابير رابي يوليوس فيدله قد ملبتا أرخد جانو معلوكو لشانة آتورايا متالة الDVDs قدنك ماشنه رابو اسكولاي ويله پرسد قد أمسي يلبي لشانة بدن DVDs من رابيه منه خد وقت رابو شابرت رابي يوليوس مقربل الإقارد بيت صوبت ستانسلاوس يونيفرسيتي شبت داور اتفاق مشتوتا جداشو تابوتا الإقارد رابي يوليوس بطرس نسبت الداد وقت DVDs قبيت صوبت ستانسلاوس يونيفرسيتي جدا ديت ترلوك جدا قولنية اخنان بخايخ جاو اشولا شابيرا قد لپر آنا رابي يوليوس سويدوله قد كتخا پرسوپا ماس بدن DVDs يالب لشانا آتورايا بچادن قطوخون خزيتون لعمشتوتا و شغليتون نوهارو و يتران من همزم تدگانو right, we're going to go ahead and begin. Shalom aleichem, shenatiyatun. Shenatiyatun al shotaputet atrai Turlock, ana ivan Carmen Morad. Udiu chayuma raba shapirele qad maqruvavach min dostan min California State University Stanislaus min library. Udiu ile chayuma raba shapira qad bintaruvach Rabi Yulius Petros قشولانو شابيري قمقريت لشانة أطرايا بغزايتون اتلان أرخي قد لنا لشانة ديان بدايو يبيتون لساسا كما خبرانا متابي لشان إنجلس. Good evening and welcome to the Assyrian American Civic Club of Turlock. My name is Carmen Morad, and I am so excited that we have some special guests here tonight as we honor the lifetime work and legacy of one of our own, Rabi Yulius Petros, for his commitment and dedication to the teaching of the Assyrian language. Thank you, Rabi. Of course, I'm going to begin briefly by thanking and recognizing some of our friends that are here today. Of course, I'd like to begin by Rabi Yulius Petros himself and his family and his son who's here and his relatives. And our Provost and Vice President of Academic Affairs, Dr. Kimberly Greer. It's always a pleasure to have you attend our community events. Ron Rodriguez, Dean of the CSU Stanislaus Library Services. Sam David, President of the Assyrian American Civic Club. Ishtar Saiyady, Constituent Advocate from Congressman Josh Harder's office. And of course, our own Couper Condit, District Director of the California State Legislature from Assemblyman Heath, Flora's office, and of course our own Grace Oroomieh, Secretary of the Assyrian American Civic Club of Turlock. I would like to begin by reading a brief biography of Rabi Yulius Petros. Rabi Yulius Petros was born on April 26, 1932 in the village of Gulpashan in Oroomieh, Iran. His father, Givergis Sargis, was a farmer, and his mother, Nanajan Yuchanna, was a graduate of the American Presbyterian Missionary School. His brother, Jacob, is a civil engineer, and his sister, Yulia, is a registered nurse. Rabi Yulius completed his primary education in Oroomieh and went to pursue higher education in English literature and obtained a Bachelor's of Arts degree from the University of Tabriz in 1952. He started teaching English at the Ibn Sina and Ferdowsi high schools in Oroomieh. In 1959, he was nominated to participate in a national registry and was granted a scholarship by Point 4, an educational endowment which took him to University of Beirut in Lebanon. This one-year program was to enrich his teaching skills. The University of Tabriz, in conjunction with the Department of Education, granted Rabi Yulius an exceptional opportunity to come to the United States and study at the University of Nebraska in 1962. He returned to his native country of Iran and continued to teach in his hometown of Oroomieh until 1984. Rabi Yulius grew up speaking and learning to read and write the Assyrian language at home, his mother being his first teacher. His love for learning and teaching grew as he attended Assyrian language classes offered at his church. In 1984, Rabi Yulius and his family immigrated to the United States and settled in New Britain, Connecticut. He taught the Assyrian language at the Assyrian Church of the East until he moved to Turlock in 1996. He established and coordinated classes at the Assyrian American Civic Club of Turlock, Turlock High School, Turlock Adult School, and the Assyrian Church of the East. Rabi Yulius Petros is currently teaching the Assyrian language at the Assyrian American Civic Club of Turlock and hosts a radio program teaching Assyrian literature and history. At this point, I'd also like to recognize Mr. Jason Guykin, Associate Vice President of Development from CSU Stanislaus.
Also, our own Professor Jim Tudio, Dean of College of the Arts and Humanities. At this point, I'd like to invite Dr. Greer to please come up for a few comments.
Good evening. It is a real honor to be here with you this evening and to represent the university and to say thank you to Rabi Yulius Petros personally for his gift, and to say thank you to all of you because of your partnership with the university as well. It is an honor to receive this type of gift, such a generous gift from a lifelong educator to an institution of higher education. It is so closely aligned with our mission and our vision. I was saying it's a wonderful, generous gift to the institution and closely aligns with our mission and vision around education. To have this gift of the DVD box set with instruction on the Assyrian language, and to have it available to our students and our faculty and the world beyond is a gift. It's a generous gift. It's a meaningful gift. And I just cannot thank Rabi Petros enough for it. And also, I just want to take the opportunity to, again, thank you for your partnership and your support of the university. Our partnership with important community members is something that's highly valued by the university. And so again, it's an honor to be here, and thank you again for this generous gift. It's much, much appreciated.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Ron Rodriguez, and Dean of the University Library at Stan State. And I wish to make some remarks regarding Rabi Yulius Petros' gift and him himself as the teacher, as a professor, but also his gift to the University Library at Stan State. And I hope you'll forgive me because I need to read a lot of this because I don't want to miss a word because there's a lot to say about this fine gentleman. So, first of all, he generously gifted 56 DVDs, which comprise a class course, a complete class course of instruction on learning the Assyrian language. He has been filmed, and the DVDs illustrate language learning, but also feature Rabi's particular point of emphasis in the instruction, which is focusing on the Assyrian alphabet and the corresponding sounds. I believe this is a hallmark of his particular style of teaching. The DVDs have become a project at the university library, and what we're going to do is that we are going to have them digitized, and then they're going to be placed on the web, the library's website, and then from there anybody can access the lessons that are from the DVDs. So not only are they going to be made available to the local community, California, but also basically the world. Anybody who can access the website. So that's our goal. So also, too, I do want to recognize that we also have some partners in this as well. And Ms. Carmen Morad, who spearheaded the effort to bring this collection of DVDs and the instruction to the attention of Ms. Annie Hoare, a librarian at Stan State, and myself. So after some discussions, as I was saying, the plan was to get the DVDs and get them digitized and available on the website. And the timeline for this work is it's actually a work in progress because I don't know how many of you know that the university library is currently undergoing a renovation right now. So it's going to be ready in the summer of 2021. But we are still going to begin the work to initially get it to the point where we can have it digitized and put onto the web. So, again, I just want to, thank Carmen for bringing this work forward and letting us know and actually introducing us to Rabi with that really nice lunch we had to start off the ball. And You know, it's one thing that I have to make some comments about Rabi as well, because first of all, he's a very excellent gentleman, but also, too, he's a professor, he's a teacher, and he cares passionately about the Assyrian language, and he cares passionately about the students that he teaches. I think the world needs 100 more Rabis, because that is the kind of individual he is, and I know that he's a very modest man, but really his work is outstanding, and it stands on its own. And so we're really happy that we're going to be able to essentially immortalize via digitization the instruction. So again, we're honored that he has chosen to give this collection to the university and let us work with it, let it be made available to the entire world. And I pledge to keep the Assyrian community informed about the progress that we make, so that you'll know when it actually is up on the web, and then everyone can access it and enjoy it. So we're looking forward to this, and all I can tell you right now is stay tuned. Thanks very much. Thank you.
بیاین دیانتن منت جورتا ربطة طلبا من رابي يوليوس قد أبل خانو قد شولت قد فيدو ل وأبرست ديوبو لقديا قد أبل خانو أزهمتو إلى أديبتو يونيفرسيتي أخ دين ران متخري أني أبل خانة رابانا قايلة ناشديا ألمديا كل قنجيات الدنيا كمسي أهب بدخيلة جشقيلة يلبي قريت اللي شان يمن سو أي رابع أنا قيتها قديا أخنا دم نجيبت شو تعبوت داتوراي تورلوك هلبت أني من ديان رابع بسناديخ باريخ بياخ منتيانا هاوي بياخ لشانن بالد بياخ لشانن باش مولبا ليبا وهربدي دانا أخبدايتون هاو باسيما رابي يوليوس خد شبتها إن اشتاشن قد آنن لخا ومقام دي شريولي هم شبيه لمقروي اللي شاند سويراي يدا بيتا يو لايبراري كاتي سو رابع ننقيتها لقد جانتد منتها هاويلان منو قد بداني شنو عاشو لبادول بيجازوخن عدي أخيك مخبران همزة من بلشاند إنجلس. It's a great pleasure to have Rabi Yulius here at this organization. For the past 6+ years that I know of, I've been here for 6 years, and he's been teaching the Assyrian language to our Assyrian community here diligently, weekly. He's always here, always teaching it, always promoting it. And I want to thank him for the efforts that he's made on the behalf of the Assyrians, but more importantly, for the language, for preserving the language. It's so important. This is the oldest ancient civilization in the world. We go back 6,700 plus years. There's no civilization this old. So it's important for us to preserve the language, and I thank the university. I thank Dr. Greer. I thank Ron. I thank Dr. James Tweedio and the entire staff at the university. Helen John, who is the president of the university. The relationship that our community has with the university is second to none. We appreciate them supporting us. We appreciate them being here for us today. And I may have to speak for Rabi, but I'm so thankful that this opportunity came about, not just for the Assyrian community and our language, but also for Rabi Yulius. We have some certificates and some plaques to commemorate this night. So this plaque is presented to Rabi Yulius Petros Mingibit on behalf of the Assyrian American Civic Club. And I'll read it to you. Presented to Mr. Yulius Petros in appreciation for his continued teaching and preservation of the Assyrian language and supporting the education program of CSU Stanislaus.
سلام عليكم مخلطة خطقالي فوليوم لتليوديو رابا بغداين قدوديو باشورن اوين اموخن اقارة متوي قرابي اخناشا قد قرب السالي بخماما بابا قد هم شمول بينا لشان سوراي كتف تقريتها الرابا اقارة لقداش شول عن قايا قد فيدوت رابي قد لشانا قد مردوتهن بيشا قاي يسوران يسوران بإمشن خينا any video بيشقي بشانديم بيلبيل. So thank you. On behalf of Congressman Harder, I'm here to present Rabi Yulius Petros with the Certificate of Recognition, and I would like to read it to you. It states that on behalf of the United States House of Representatives, I would like to congratulate and recognize your contribution to the Gift in Kind program at CSU Stanislaus and your involvement in teaching the Assyrian language. Your continued desire to give to the community in a positive spirit is inspiring and much appreciated. Congratulations and thank you.
My name's Couper Condit. I'm here on behalf of Assemblyman Heath, Flora, who represents Turlock. And it's a great honor to be with you tonight, to honor this great man, Mr. Petros, and the great things you have contributed to our community and the world to preserve the Assyrian language. And if you've seen me in an Assyrian event, you know I try to say one new word each time I speak in front of an Assyrian audience. I need to. And that's why I'm so excited about these DVDs. So to tonight's word, as I was listening to everyone speak, hora. Is that the right pronunciation for a partner? Hora. Friend, partner. That's what Mr. Petros has contributed. He's been a friend of the community. CSU Stanislaus, a great friend of the Assyrian community, has proven that by doing this. So with that being said, I have two recognitions, a plaque, a nice plaque from the State Assemblyman's office. Isn't that nice right there? And then I also have a certificate from the Board of Supervisors. Supervisor Olson, Supervisor Chiesa, Supervisor Withrow, Supervisor Berryhill, and Supervisor DeMartini all want to thank you for your contribution, sir. Thank you.
There's no mic, guys. Yeah. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Grace Oroomieh. I am one of Rabi Yulius Petros' students. Rabi means teacher in Assyrian and Aramaic language, which was the lingua franca at the ancient world. In fact, our Lord Jesus Christ spoke in Aramaic, and some ancient biblical manuscripts are written in Aramaic, which we are proud of. Rabi Yulius has been teaching the Assyrian language class in Civic Club of Turlock for more than 10 years. He has helped his students to learn how to read, write, and speak the Assyrian language. Personally speaking, I have benefited greatly in that I've been able to serve as the Assyrian secretary at the Civic Club of Turlock. Hereby, on behalf of our language class students, I would like to offer our deepest gratitude and appreciation to Rabi Yulius Petros for devoting much of his time and energy in teaching and inspiring us. We thank you endlessly. You have enriched our lives more than you know. We can only hope that perhaps one day we can follow in your footsteps. With your permission, I would like to say some word of appreciation in Assyrian language. Rabi Yulius Petros, men gibit uskulayit class, the Civic Club, Atlantionted Minta, Latiama, قا خوبوخ زحمتوخ قد بيقرأ شوت قاتن بود ملبتد قريتا كتبتا وهمزمتد لشان دي مناطوريتا عبد باسيما شهارت لنبيوخ و خاطر جماعت قد اعما يوخ لپشا منشيتا عادي بطلبان من خامن اسكولاين میوقرا فریدون ات خم شوخت صورتت لی علی قارد رابی یولیوس پاکد میوقرا فریدون
اتلنقا ملپانا خوبانا ایقارو جورا چیز چول خیل پانا یالو پی چول چباییله من علاها سلاماتو تجتل بيله رابي يوليوس بطرس امتنايا اطلقا خبا لاشليانا معلوبة لليشانة يمن كتلات عليك بدون يشمن آهل باقوتو منن بليشانة جانن شتفخ لشمن
كليلخ خديقة عديب طلبخ من اسكولايت كلاس قد بقدي لخ اتلان خادشنا سورتالي قارد رابي يوليوس ما بخشام نازيتون توم وقت جياقوب تلا ايه يلا لا ياقوب لا إلى إشتار John, باید یه بتقد We are presenting a small gift of our token of appreciation. Thank you, Rabi.
Well, they told me all the secrets about me, so I don't know where to start. Anyhow, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this presentation. Thank God I am blessed to stand here and speak about my mother tongue, Assyrian language. What a special night. A night of dedication, teamwork, and saying goodbye to my album. Contains 34 DVDs of teaching Assyrian, and 30 of them are about Assyrian literature, narrated by Rabi Yulius, whom I miss him very much, and myself. To say goodbye to my album, I would like to say some words in Assyrian. Yashitranta Libiyujani il-Chislagina Chule Razi Chule Rizi il-Chislagina Hamin Imanaha Mori Leyatum Yatanachti Dermanano il-Chislagina. If somebody wants to translate, Carmen can do it. Well, and this Shetranta means beauty, and that's my album. I'm not a linguist, but I know Assyrian language is the oldest language in the world. It is a divine language because Jesus Christ spoke it. This language, with its phonetic alphabet, verb system, and grammar, is very remarkable and complete. The method I have created is based on letters and sounds, vowels. Please look at number 1 on the sheet in your hand. Look at number 1 on the sheet on your hand. Old method, I say old method and new method. Old method reads Alab skapa a, Alab zlame e, Alab tacha a, Alab warwacha o, Alab warwasa u, Alab yutchwasa e. In my method it reads a, e, a, o, u, e. It is short, it's easy, practical, and musical. I had in mind to practice the whole alphabet, but for now, let us do only 3 of the letters. I am the teacher, you are the students, and this is our class. Please repeat after me. A, e, a. O, u, e. Ba, be, ba. Bo, bu, bi. Ja, je, ja. Jo, ju, ji. Perfect. You are going to be very good students. Assyrian alphabet is phonetic. It has all sounds in nature. Our wise ancestors used dots and curves, symbols, on or under some letters from the same alphabet to produce the sounds they needed. Please notice the letters at the bottom of your paper that is in your hand. Second letter is beat, but with a dot under it is wheat or V. Jamal with a letter with a dot under it is R. Again, Jamal with a curve under is J or J in English. Chap with a dot under it is Chap. Again, chap with a curve is Ch, CH in English. P with a let's curve is F or F. Z with curve on and under it is J. You see, we don't have these sounds in English. So for Che, we use CH, 2 letters, not 1 letter. And for Re, we use ZH and GH sometime. So, you see that when I say it is phonetic, it is true. I baptized my method and named it Learn and Teach. Our language is not hard to learn. No excuse, please. I am grateful for the following persons: Sam David, the president of the Assyrian Civic Club. Thank you, Sam, for your support. Sam visits us in class, and we offer him a candy. My lovely advisor, Carmen, Morad. You introduced me to Dr. Donald. The Dean of the Library Services and his staff. Dear Carmen, you said this is your legacy. I say also it is your legacy, and it is the legacy of all Assyrians. Thank you for all you did, and you did your best. Thank you, Carmen. My special thanks to Dr. Donald for accepting the dedication, and thank you for your hospitality. My friend Belus Nisan is a scholar in Assyrian language. Dr. Donald said that the highlights in Assyrian on DVDs should be also in English. So I translated them, and Belus did the typing. Thank you, Belus, very much. Emil Maragolov. He is the TV technician, recorded all the interviews and biography, and even set all the pictures in that biography in their right places. Thank you, Emil. And at the same time, I have to thank Zaya Sergis in radio. Janet Shumon from Assyrian TV Sat, she writes a letter, I am reading it. Dear Mr. Petros, please be advised that Betnaren INC releases all of your recording produced at KBSV TV 15 Assyrian set for you to use in any way you see necessary. We thank you for all your years of hard work and teaching the Assyrian language on this television. I appreciate your cooperation. This is for Janet. Yosef bit Yosef, a poet, a writer, and editor. God bless you for your support, Rabi. My son Ernest Petros, for whom the album should go, but he willingly said that university library is the safest place for your DVDs. Now, fellow Assyrians, let's remember what the mayor of Yonkers said. Don't forget your Assyrian. Don't forget your language. Don't forget your customs. This is my old age gift. I hope it will blossom and bear fruit for my Assyrian children and whoever wants to learn the language. My students, don't stop activity in class, please. I will be with you to the last moment. Dr. Donald, I asked about my album and he said it is in the library. Thank you very much. It is my baby. Take good care of it, please. My mission is accomplished. God bless America. God bless Assyrians. Thank you for your time. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. God bless you.
Thank you, Rabi. Thank you, everyone who participated and presented their recognitions. Thank you to everybody watching at home, and of course all of you who attended here tonight. Avitun raba basime qada iqared mutilochun al Rabi Yulius Petros dinan minten min kut khamenochun en het begzaina gebeta o en het pugdena lacha raba begdaig avitun raba basime khazachlochun midre en boitun avilochun khashikla min Rabi en pagditun lacha o khashikla shapira qatkhara ram shokhum shana.